This is going to be my toughest game of the year. I made the playoffs in a $15,000 MUT league full of a bunch of pro players. I have to play Pavan in the very first round. This is a breakdown. The first task of this game was going to be slowing down Pavan's offense. One of the best offensive players in the world every single year in gun bunch. My main concerns are literally this tight end going on a little seam route, and then this halfback going also on a seam route. These are very hard to stop in Madden 22. The next thing is going to be this point receiver, number 80, going on a deep corner or a crosser. Those are my main concerns, and the way I attack it, I'm going to show you. His first play, though, happens to be a halfback base. He spins out, and that's something I can't let happen, okay? This happens because I'm out of place on defense, which is an easy fix for me, but an annoying way. I just gave him an immediate 25 yards, basically, which you just can't allow that to happen in these types of games. But the way I'm going to be attacking Pavan's defense or offense, and actually right here, he immediately autos over, which makes these pro players really, really tough to defend because he just went from gun bunch to gun bunch tight end, which sounds similar, but are extremely different in the ways that you have to defend them. And right here, you see me trying to get my defense aligned to be able to defend this. I like to send 5. Right here, we send 4. We get a good contain on this right edge. He could route to the left, but he has no receivers over here. And I am slow with my user to get out to that corner route, but we have a deep out KO able to knock that ball loose, which is one of the deep zones, or one of the abilities I use on my outside corners. Deep out KO or deep knockout, zone knockout is really, really good. Right here, so he's in bunch. I expect him to stay in bunch right here. You see me get in position to be able to shoot this gap if he runs. And then we're going to be manning up with the guy behind my user. We have him manned up onto the tight end. Okay, that's going to help with this route I said earlier I'm afraid of the seam route. It's a big deal. It won't totally defend it, but it'll make it a scary throw. He actually doesn't go to that. He goes with a nice little dagger concept, for lack of a better word, scrambles up the middle. That scramble, if I'm going to give anything up, that's what I want to give up against these dudes, okay? The scramble up the middle, it's not consistent. It's scary on offense because you have to slide. You could fumble. It's high risk. That's why, like that right there, that's what I want to give up. If that's how he beats me, that's more than okay, and I will keep on fighting like that because, in my opinion, he has to score a lot of points to be able to beat me, okay? So, if he has to score a lot of points just running up the middle with his quarterback, that's fine. You're going to see him come out with his bunch to the short side a lot and then flip. Right here, he doesn't flip. You see this man up right here getting on that tight end on that seam route, and that's exactly what I was talking about. It's going to make that a scary. He can still throw it. It's scary, though. Right here, I'm trying to play both this wheel and this crosser at the same time, and I end up doing a decent enough job. He has to end up throwing that ball away. That's a win for that down. We end up going for the pick. We don't end up getting the pick, sadly. Would have been cool, but that was a throwaway. And right here, we see a nice little flip from him flipping right to left. My defense is misaligned. My defense misaligns again. I get no adjustments off. It ends up working out okay, and again, he scrambles up the middle, which is annoying, but I know game plan-wise, there's no way to stop bunch. There's no way to take everything away, and if that's what I'm giving up, that is the best case scenario to give up, is right in the middle of the quarterback. 3rd and inches, here's an awesome opportunity to get off the field. Let's see what happens. He ends up passing the ball again. We send a blitz at him coming off this edge. We're coming free. He has to make a quick read, and he is going to make that correct quick read down to the flat to Vernon Davis. A good job by him. And we get the tackle at the 10. This is a hard area of the field to score. 1st and 10 from the 10. If I'm going to get a stop, this is the area of the field where it's up. My likelihood of getting it is pretty high. And you see him flip over to the gun bunch tight end from the gun bunch. This is a very difficult thing to be able to defend. I think he's going to run boot over right here, or he's going to run the ball. He runs off tackle, able to cut it in, zip it in. Adrian Peterson. This off tackle run, I'm used to shooting inside zone. This off tackle runs a lot more horizontally. Inside zone's a bit more of a downhill run, whereas the off tackle, like I said, runs. Watch how he gets his handoff right here. Watch how AP gets his handoff. He literally is taking it at the chest with total lateral movement, not going downhill at all, which is nice because it makes gap shooting very hard. He's able to, he could take it all the way out, he could take it up here, or he could even try to cut it all the way back, right? And what he does right here is take it right through that hole, and it's an easy touchdown. I need to have better defense for that, something I wasn't prepared for. But honestly, defensively, I feel that wasn't the worst drive ever. I didn't think he passed the ball great. I was okay with some of the scramble I gave up, and it's like, okay, we move. Next obstacle we have to get over is the fact that Pavan's one of the best defensive players in the world. He's in 3-5 wide right here, and he does something surprising where he only sends 1, 2, 3, and he's able to actually contain me. I remember thinking, okay, here we go. I end up swerving that contain and scrambling out of bounds for just a gain of about 2 or 3. I don't really care. I say, okay, I see what you're doing on defense now. That's fine. I like to kind of get a feel-out drive at first because typically people are going to throw their best stuff at me. It seems like at first, you're going to see if they can bag me really early. And I'm like, okay, let's just see what he ends up doing. He liked that set and 3 contain. I don't think it's going to be consistent. 2nd and 7, let's see what we're able to do. You see me go with a different break method right here. We double team this end. That's who contained me last time. Or rather, that's a big part of the contain. And right here, you're going to see we're able to break contain immediately. And we're able to hit Y for a big gain. And just like that, I feel like I figured out his contain strategy. I feel like I've already figured out how to beat his contain strategy. And we're rolling now, right? We're rolling. First to 10. You're going to see me kind of dilly-dally a little bit, I believe. Right here again, going with the same thing. We have this angle route going backside. I actually think we hit this angle route for a nice little... Yes, we do. Look at this. Catching it backside all the way across the field. And this is really cool vision by me. This is something you need to pay attention to because it looks like this route's bagged. This route looks like it's being played right here. But watch what this defender does. He actually breaks off and heads toward the quarterback. I see that. I pass through that angle route up. Easy touchdown. And I immediately strike back and I put the pressure back on Pavan. I say, hey, let's have a shootout, buddy boy. Come on. Like I said, I need to be a little bit better defending the run. Besides that, if he wants to scramble with this quarterback, he can. I don't mind that. I want him to dot me, right? That's my, dot me. I was running a play I don't see very often, so I made up this tight end right for the seam route. He's running this tight end on an in or a drag right here a lot, which is fine. It's just something I wasn't totally expecting. Right here, he actually blocks the tight end and goes with double crossers. And right there, that's a beautiful example, literally textbook example of what I'm talking about. He tries to scramble up the middle again. This time, big cock Seymour. He's on his ass, but he gets up. That's a big deal. Watch the user responsibility here, too. This is a textbook play. Absolute textbook play. Get off my screen, Arrow. Look, we followed this drag or this kind of slant just for a second, right? He could throw it in this pocket, but that's a tough pocket to see because this is all happening in real time, right? And now I'm peeling up here. He could throw this still. It's a tough read, right? Because this guy, it's kind of bracketed by these two. He could. He doesn't know if this guy's going to drop back at all. And I'm using this crosser, which is the biggest threat. He scrambles up the middle. Bang. Big hit. Good shit. And I feel like I'm doing a good job of playing good pass defense, right? I feel like I'm doing a good job of route recognition. I have a good defensive game plan here. See me move my middle third into the middle of the field. This guy right here is my middle third, okay? He started out the play over here. I wanted him to be a little bit in the middle more to help protect this left seam as that's the heavy side of the field. And he ends up going with another dagger concept out of verticals. We get an awesome shed right here. I think he was even throwing the ball to me. Watch right here. This is what having a good defensive lineman can do for you and having a good four-man rush. Watch Big Richard Seymour just get a nice little spin move. Now, I do think he might be throwing me a pick. But regardless, 3rd and 12, and hey, he's actually 1 for 4. I feel good as long as he's not running the ball on me. 3rd and 12, he ends up going with the play that I am set up to defend every single play. This is the best play in Madden, pretty much. Verticals, he has the seam wheel. We have Isaiah Ben Simmons over there trying to man up with it. He throws it and gets the catch. It's a scary throw. It's a throw that I'm willing to say I will pick that at least once throughout the game. If you want to live and die by that throw, it's fine. 4th and 1. Here's a chance to get out the field right here, boys. We have it manned up again. He didn't want to throw it this time. All right, he got a little scared. He has this in the pocket right here, but he misses this read. And they're trying to scramble. We are on the crosser. We get the lurk. Absolute textbook. Wasn't able to make anybody miss right here. Literally, this is awesome. Look, I recognize the crosser. I know my responsibility. I said this at the beginning of the video. Remember, I said I'm worried about that point guy. This is the point guy on a crosser. We're getting up there. Richard Seymour this time was in a spy. He kept on scrambling up the middle, so I put him in a spy to help bracket that middle scramble a little bit on a big 4th and 1. Has to throw it, and my user's right on point to lurk that ball, get it back going our way. And now we're back in the offensive side of the ball. 1st and 10 on the 41. We're snapping, and we're calling basically the same plays. We're able to roll out again. This time able to hit that crosser deep down the sideline, get tackled on the 3, and I mean, it's going to be easy pickings right here. We're just going to go to one of our true and tried and true tough red zone plays. We actually do get tackled right here, but we end up getting into the end zone, and we end up going up 14-7 on Pavan, and it's been kind of convincing so far, all right? It's been convincing, in my opinion at least, right? Let's go 1st and 10 right here, right? Bunch to the left side. Same thing. I have crossman on this tight end. Nothing changed. I just need to know my user responsibility. He's on that in route. I'm taking away that crosser myself. He ends up trying to get too handsy scrambling. Watch. A lot of people can't contain in this game. Watch what happens right here. We have a contain on this side. He tries scrambling, not able to do a good job. We get a shed right here. He has to try to scramble back, throws it away. No, sir. Intentional grounding. You can't break the rules on our virtual gridiron. That'd be a no-no. Intentional grounding, back it up, 2nd and 20. Pavan goes bunch left to bunch right now. I'm not flipping jack shit with him. I don't flip. I do not want to flip. All right, and it's going to be the same thing. Look, we have just this cross man. I actually go for the first time. I go with double Mabel. We have, you see curl flat right here. You also see a blue flat. This corner's dropping back here. This guy's dropping back here. Same thing over here. He's here. He's dropping back all the way here. I have Richard Seymour patrolling the middle. I also have this guy manned up, okay? I know the squiggles are kind of hard to see, but we're rocking with it. And I see the crosser. I'm with the crosser. I'm with that. We send John Lynch. He wants a scramble right there. Not a ton I can do, right? Just, I mean, a good play by him to pick a scamper of about 12. 3rd and 8, though, I'm happy with that. Go 3rd and 8. He wants a flip and a bunch tight end. Lovely, dude. I love it. Come on, you're bagged and bunched. Let's go to bunch tight end. I move that middle third over a little bit. This time, we're sending the 5-man. We want to see this looper loop right in here, get into his grill. Does not happen, though, unfortunately. He ends up throwing it. Ooh, scary throw. Tackle, 4th and 2. I think he goes a little turbo. He's 3 for 7 for 28 yards. He is very... In a game... Look, chat. In a game where Madden, there's no offense, or there's no defense right now, we are bagging one of the best players in the world. I'm loving myself. I'm loving it. Ends up flipping to the short side. And he runs. None other than wheel. He had this wheel early. He's missing reads, right? He's missing reads. Throws that wheel. Gets it, even though I had it manned up. And I'm like, there's not much more you can do. That's a hell of a throw, a hell of a catch. Now, after some tough sweating for Pavan, 1st and 10, right? Struggling to pick up yards. He goes to the run play. And, of course, my dumbass was not ready to shoot the gap. He gains about 4 or 5, which I can live with. But I need to be more disciplined. One of my biggest flaws in some of these games is when I'm trying to make adjustments, I'm not disciplined to get in my run shooting gap. And I ended up, I have an opportunity to turn that into a 2nd and 10, and instead he gets 2nd and 6, which obviously helps him progress the chains, right? He flips from bunch right to bunch tight end left. Don't mind that. We're going to go with a nice little, actually, we go with a 3-man rush, and he runs inside zone. Again, I'm not able to shoot the gap, and now he's trying to chew the clock, actually, which is a bold strategy. Chewing the clock, basically, at this point, is saying, I can pick up first downs at will, which is respectable. But he's been struggling. So I'm honestly like, okay, hey, dude, if you want to give up easy yards, you can. Right there, you see me have good gap integrity, and I'm going to get in position right here. Let's see if you see my user kind of loop down a little bit. I didn't actually get the loop down, but instead I was able to loop across. We had 2 people hit him for a gain of nothing. 2nd and 10, that's a 2-minute warning. I'm feeling good, though. He wants to try to chew. Hey, be my guest, buddy. 2nd and 9, he ends up calling a pass play. Check down to the flat real fast. Able to get that tackle. Richard Sherman doesn't get a good animation, but it works out. Hey, I'm okay giving up that flat. Pavan Lockett wants to throw his check down every single time. Beat me. Beat me doing that, right? That's kind of the next step. Right, scramble up the middle, you want to beat me? Go ahead. You want to throw that check down every single play? Beat me, right? I got caught on Daniel Hunter right here. It didn't matter. He checks it down to Adrian Peterson, ends up spinning me out, picks up the 3rd and 3, picks it up by a large margin. Clock is ticking. If I get ball, though, with enough time before half, I have an opportunity to get some sort of points, which is obviously a huge deal in this game. Worst case scenario, though, I should be going to half tied. It is my ball at half, so I'm feeling okay. Right, we are up that stop from earlier. He runs halfback off tackle from gun bunch tight end, able to pick up 3. I can't shoot that gap, and he knows it. Probably my biggest regret about that game is I don't know how to shoot this gap. You can't do it. That runs so horizontal, so lateral, and you're not able to shoot it the same ways as you can inside zones, bases, traps. It's just such a lateral run, and the lineman takes such not pull steps, but reach steps almost. Would be the better term for it, and I just can't get to him. Right here, you see in the bunch tight end, immediately just snapping off tackle. I'm trying to get there. We actually make the tackle for a 3rd and 3, which is a big deal because that's going to help us, or 3rd and 4 rather. That's going to force him to have to go into a passing down, which I don't think he's very successful with. And at the 22, this is kind of a hard area of the field to pass. You also see me make the decision. I could call timeouts here. I purposely don't call my timeouts because I want him to chew more of the clock. I want him to chew himself out of this. I'm not super confident in my ability to get 2 stops of 4 yards in a row, but I want him to keep chewing himself, right? That knocks it down to 16. All right, good little dot by him. It's honestly a pretty contested ball that he was able to catch in traffic, but hey, credit. We have bunch right here. End up manning up the halfback instead, and honestly, kind of a mistake by me. It works out. He scrambles up the middle. I hate giving up that middle scramble. I'm in that situation because it's so close to the end zone, right? You kind of have to change your philosophy a little bit, but again, like, stuff's not really open, and I still know we have a whole another half. Like, stuff's not open for him, so whatever. First and goal, looking. Again, literally nothing is open. 5 seconds left. If I hold the door for 5 seconds. I go into half up 7 with ball when he can't even dream of getting a stop right now. Second goal, bunch left. It's going to be pretty similar. We're going to be cross-manning this tight. We're looking for the seam wheel over here. We actually don't do this cross-man, do we? No, we don't. I'm probably looking to use her. He takes off Russell Wilson. We get a hit on him. And he fumbles it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lovely. I'm a little upset right here. I was going to message him. This is live on stream, by the way. But, yeah, pretty big point swing right there at half, right? But it's fine. We have a whole other challenge coming up in the second half to be able to... Look, we won that first half. We are up a stop. We have ball right now. He cannot dream of getting a stop. So let's just say, let's apply the pressure. He can't contain me. Okay, so who cares? A little baby dot to go and date, stays in bounds. A flock of Seahawks try to tackle me. I'm 4 for 4 for 130. I am literally doing whatever I want right now in offense, it feels like. Going again, I think, do we go to the double team method? We do double team left. You're going to see me roll out to the left side. I have Omaha activated right here. So we're looking for this deep corner route. Deep corner. And we're going to have it. Golden Tate. Diving catch. That diving catch was scary, but 5 for 5 for 173 now. And I mean, hey, we're just moving the freaking chains, baby. Again, Omaha, I can see exactly what he's doing with his play art. I'm wondering what I do right here. I think I might just scramble. Yeah, we just end up doubling this back and looking for the scramble. And this is pretty easy. The way I know this is it's not even so much the play art. It's man coverage. So unless he has a flat over here, which typically just people don't have that flat right there, it seems like against me, I'm able just to bend this all the way back. And there's just no zone in the area because it's all man coverage. So we're able to take that in pretty easily for a nice little touchdown. A minute 4 seconds in. I am moving the ball. I feel like I'm dominating. He's struggling to move the ball on offense, but I still need to get another stop. He's flipping from bunch over to bunch tight end. You know, obviously he's been doing that a lot this game. I am afraid of that off tackle, but he is down, so I don't know how much he will run the ball. Ends up going with this route combo, this thrown route combo. And you can see right here, one of the best players in the world. You can tell when someone's rattled by a defense, because he's missing very easy reads right here, right? I mean, this is open as it gets. I sent 5. I have this guy coming free, which is what I want. He ran a good route combo to counter it, and I'm just sticking with this. He can't get off that read. One thing I'll give credit to myself with, though, here, is that watch my user. I do a little baby hesitation as he's watching my user right there. If you watch it back, you'll see it slowly happen. Just a little baby hesitation to make him even just a little bit of a hesitate on his part, and he gets hit as he throws right there. 2nd and 10. A defensive win for me right there. He's back in the bunch. I think he's going to stick in it right here. I believe we're just going to go with the simple cover 3. No, we're going to keep this guy in a 3-rec, I believe. Let's see what we do. I saw myself a little confused in my adjustments. And yeah, I kept that guy in a 3-rec. He ends up going for the bomb, looking for a quick little one-play score. I immediately see the bomb, so we're able to get up there. Good user recognition. You literally watch my user. I immediately sprint back, and I'm with that bomb, or else that would have been an easy touchdown. And a big thing, too, is when you're playing good defense, don't get surprise bombed, right? And obviously, it's so easy to say that, but it's something you have to consciously think. I know I have Pavan, for lack of a better word, bagged right now, all right? And I know Pavan's saying, okay, I need to get unbagged. What's a good way to get unbagged? Throw a one-play touchdown. Well, I knew that. I knew what his play call was before he snapped it. Right here, going for that bomb again, honestly. This time, ends up hitting a route bounce corner route instead, which is frustrating because I felt like I had him bagged, but that's part of the game. You know, hey, he's moving the ball real shaky right now. Bunch tight end. I really don't like defending bunch tight end a ton. He ends up going with this corner route concept, a little flood, takes the check down. I'm cool with that. Take your check downs, dude. Like, when you have someone bagged, trying to force their check down and stuff like that, like, hey, bunch left right here. End up setting the 5-man. We have Luke Kuechly coming off the edge right here. Gunning for the quarterback. He actually doesn't come free. And he threw it very close to me, man. This is right here. This is watch it. Watch it. Watch it. I hesitate with my user. I'm trying to bait between these two routes, and I hesitate, and I barely missed that lurk. He threw it right to me. He literally threw the ball right to me. He didn't know, like, it's frustrating. It's frustrating on my part, but I can't let that happen, obviously. We end up going with a 2-man pass rush right here. We get good pressure. He checks it down. Vernon Davis gets a gain of about 3. Whatever, I'm cool with that. Gain of 2, actually, 2nd and 8. Bunch left again. And again, we're only sending 3 right here. Looking to take away that seam out right there. We got it. He pump faked. I don't know if that was purposeful or not. End up getting a big boy sack. Look. He's looking to take off up the middle still. And look what we have. We have Richard Seymour and a hook. And as he starts to even, like, take any, like, as there looks like there's a lane here, we send Richard Seymour to attack, so he can't take up off that middle. We have this edge secured. This edge is secured, so there's nowhere for him to go, and every route's bagged, right? He has to look for a route bounce, nowhere to go. Big Richard Seymour to get that sack. For props to Pavan now for taking a few sacks this game, but none of them really being super big, right? Right there was a sack for 2 yards, right? You're able to recover from those pretty easily, which is a big deal. Like, props to him for being able to do that. Flipping bunch right to bunch left again. I'm honestly expecting seam wheels right here. Let's see what he does go to. I believe it's going to be the seam wheels. I have it cross-manned. And, yeah, he ends up... Yeah. He threw a pick that I dropped. That's basically what I was getting at with the cross-man. Like, this animation happens. You just have to now catch the pick. Yes, live on stream. I remember this, too. I messaged him. I believe that says pro player wheels. Yeah, so nice. 4th and 10, though. Hey, 4th and 10 from the 18th, not an easy spot. I need to be a good defensive player. I feel like I've been good so far, and I need to get this stop right here. And he makes an amazing adjustment right here. He knows I'm cross-manning this guy onto this tight end to defend this wheel. So what's he do? Watch 80 right here. Watch the left, on the left side right here where my cursor is, number 80. He changed it to where 8. He ran a different play. 80 was on the wheel that time. I didn't have great defense for it. I hit him as he caught it. So he could have dropped it because I have a deep zone knockout right there, but good adjustment by Pavan, able to see what my wheel defense was and attack it in a different way. That is a pretty high level concept by him. I just wish I would have got my pick the play before, or I also wish I would have got my fumble before half. Whatever. This sort of things are so weird, dude. When you're able to see the defensive play art, it's obviously so helpful, but it also be making you think a ton, dude. Like, you be like overthinking the hell out of it sometimes, I feel like, right? So I know what his play art is. So what I end up going with is this 5-out route combo. I know he's not blitzing me. Where we're looking for this deep corner route right here. We're motioning over the post to be a deep corner. Now watch what happens. Watch X right here. It should be open, but he actually gets bumped by his user, so I got kind of confused. I just end up throwing it away to be safe. A lot of people right here are going to try forcing something. Look, the play didn't run how I thought it would. Watch, X gets bumped. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's happening. I'm not going to force RB. He does a great job. This click on right here would lurk RB. Great click on. I just throw it away. 1st and 10. Live it a 2nd and 10, right? That's my first incompletion is a throwaway that I honestly had that corner route still. Still able to see his play art. He's going to go with the little cover 3, basically. Little cover 3 shell, for lack of a better word. And we're going to end up pushing it. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Oh, look at this. He tries to come at me with the user contained, and you cannot do that. He even clicks off. Look at this. Look at this. Come get me. Come get me. No, sir. Ooh, see, he clicks on incorrectly up there. He thought he was going to click on underneath. I end up taking it for a good gain and getting out of bounds to protect myself. So because I can see his play art, I know he's in the cover 2 shell on this side. We're going deep corner route right here. We're just going to roll out and look to throw B right here. That's a 30-yard flat. We're going to get over it. B is going to be open deep. End up dropping it, though. Golden Tate couldn't hold on. That's my 2nd incompletion on a pretty open ball. Like, we dropped that. It is what it is. He's in baseline press still. I honestly am surprised I didn't go back to this. I ended up going with my other bomb instead. So we sit here for a second. Watch the footwork, dude. That footwork was insane. We wait for it. We have the wheel. Bang. Look at this. A lot of people know this play, so they immediately drop back. Watch my quarterback. Taking steps this way gets his user to drop this way, and then he's too late. I honestly could have thrown X here, but I had RB open. No reason to be overly greedy. Throw the open route for, I mean, that's a 30-yard gain. I'm not going to pass up a 30-yard gain to hope for a 50-yard gain, right? So, 1st and 10 right here. What are we doing? Little PA boot over. Classic. We're going to look to push the edge with Russell Wilson. Push, push, push. Get a gain of 1. That's okay. Out of bounds. Safe play. I like it. I'm going to get this play off before the 3rd quarter ends. All right? Trying to ensure that I get the final drive of the game, even if he scores. A little flood concept going to the left. Wheel flat on the right. Honestly, good defense by him. We end up rolling out. Nothing's there. Get scamper for a gain of like 3 or so. Get tackle out of bounds, which is fine. Take it to the 4. 3rd and 6. This is a hard place to convert, though. 3rd and 6 from the 12 is tough. End up flipping the bunch tight end, bunch left over into bunch tight end right. And we're looking for, honestly, a wheel flat on the left side, or we're looking for this in or curl. I don't have either. I try high ball, getting a high ball at Golden Tate. Incompletion. I want to go for it so badly right here, dude. I really, really do. But we end up settling, taking the 3, the disciplined move. We've played great defense. Worst case scenario, we go on a money drive down 4. Now, the thing I do is I do onside it, making sure that he can't chew me. I have 3 timeouts. Worst case scenario, I get a money drive. That is my biggest goal. I got stopped right there, right, as a half stop. I still feel so confident in this game on offense. Like, right, I really, really do. And so we onside it. Don't give him a short field. Don't give him the opportunity to really clock me and see what he can do, right? I'm okay with conceding the tie. I think we'll go down and get the win as long as we get the ball back. So, end up going with a little four-man rush right here. He audibles over into Trips tight end offset. All right, so this is just Trey. He's just in Trey, running a little PA boot over. Nothing is there. My user's actually way behind. And that's probably the first time this game where I'm like, oh, geez. I thought the tight end was on a post route. So I started like kind of trying to predict that. And I was just behind and kind of lacking. Can't let that happen. Now, it does ensure, though, is that I will 1,000% get this ball back, which is a big deal, right? He goes double wheels. Actually had it. I'm surprised. We get a sack. He fumbles. That's the second fumble I don't get. That one I'm not as mad about because I don't really like those types of fumbles in the game. We sent 3. The 3-man did a decent job. I'm surprised he didn't force this ball. And I honestly think it was because he was rattled. He played very bad on offense. I thought I played great on defense, and when you start going on defense, you can start forcing people to miss reads right there. Good defensive coverage sack. Would have been cool if we got that fumble to make up for the one earlier that he scored a touchdown on. But hey, it's all right. We'll keep it moving. You know, how you doing? Keep it moving. 2nd and 17 now, and I'm kind of expecting some wheels right here. And one thing I never adjusted to was this wheel from the number 80. He doesn't run it right here. He throws the wheel underneath Adrian Peterson. He actually drops it, getting a little unlucky right there. Keeps it to a 3rd and 17. This is a great opportunity for me to get off the field with a good amount of time left on the clock, too, to be able to go down on a money drive of my own. He has a foot in his bunch right here. Now, keep things very, very simple. A little cross man to tight end. And I didn't adjust to this play. I'm not used to people calling this play. Look, and it's the same play that killed me earlier. I should have done a better job. And this is me not being a good enough player. He runs this wheel from the point receiver this time. Something that I don't prepare for at all. It's a laser. Good play, Pavan. Still ensures, though, I do get the ball back, and it is milking more time off the clock, too, which makes it easier for me to chew. Ends up running the ball. We end up getting a lucky tackle right there from John Lynch. I shot the gap very poorly. Very upset with my run shooting this game. As we saw a couple gap shoots, but overall, it's been lackadaisical. 2nd and goal right here. This time, amazing shoot. Holding him at the door. 3rd and goal. He's coming out in goal line. We're setting up our goal line defense. This is basically what I'm expecting him to do is take Marshawn right here and look to go right up here and probably dive. That's a little dive, sir. Yeah, that's a dive. And dive right over the top. So we're looking to shoot this gap with Ben Simmons right here. Let's see Ben Simmons shooting it. Barely miss. Right there is just, you can't do anything about it. That's whatever. But hey, I'm now down 4. I have 3 minutes left. I'm going to go on a money drive. I feel like I'm the best offensive player in the world. Let's do it. This game's for a lot of money, boys. 1st and 10. We have bunch to the left side right here. I'm going to try my best to milk the clock, but also move the ball down the field, right? It's a hard balance to have, but that's what I'm attempting to do right here. First play is a very basic run with Russell Wilson for get 9. 2nd and 1, you actually see me go into pistol right here. I just want to ensure that I get this first down. I don't even mind if I don't get it right here, because I kind of wanted it to go to a 3rd down, and I'll just call the same play again just to milk more time off the clock, because the clock is a big factor, right? I have that to my advantage. I feel like once it gets underneath a minute 30, I can then play offense normally and just push. But I'm very purposely not trying to score a touchdown quite yet. 1st and 10, clock is ticking. I'm letting this thing go all the way down. Finally about to get the snap off here with 1 second left on the play clock. And it's just going to be a very basic boot over. Going to look to roll, end up throwing it to the drag, click on ag catch, a very good ag catch, make sure I stay in bounds. And that hits us to the 2-minute warning, which I guess I didn't technically need to stay in bounds. Shout out to Easy Macaroni for joining the Civ Wave over on my Twitch. 2nd and 4, boot over. We're going to keep things very, very simple. Let's see what we got right here. We're going to go. We're going to get tackled. And we actually got tackled. I tried to angle it to where if I fumbled, the fumble would go out of bounds. But if I actually got tackled, it would stay inbounds. I'm not conservative, so I really won't fumble very often at all. 3rd and 2. Clock is still ticking. And now I'm starting to get more to the point of, okay, now we got to start turning it up a little bit and pushing the ball downfield. Right? I don't want to clock myself out of the game and put myself in a bad spot. 3rd and 2. Let's get this first down. A little flood concept on the left side. He does a good job bagging it. We have a good running lane right here. We take off Russell Wilson. We go down to slide. Yeah. I paused the game. I'm pretty upset about this. I'm yelling right now on stream. I end up getting a tourney admin to overrule that. That's a rule, like, that's a glitch in the game that shouldn't be in the game. So I get that overruled. So the clock, so I end up getting the ball back with a minute 11 now. At the exact same spot. The only thing I'm upset about is that the clock isn't running. The clock should have kept running, which ends up playing a little bit of a factor later. Not the end of the world, but I mean, it's annoying, but we can't really fix that. I had Y right there, but I actually didn't want to push the ball up that field that fast. I was kind of hoping to be able to run Russell or hit on my underneath. I'm not looking really to move the ball. Like, I'm wanting to get little gains right here. I'm still trying to chew a little bit, especially when I'm seeing things wide. Like, I feel like he doesn't know what he's doing on defense right here. I really don't feel like he does. I have no issues moving the ball. Right here, a little double team, looking to break contain again on the right side, and that's exactly what we're going to be able to do. Going to be able to throw, trying to throw B, and we actually get hit as we throw. So now we're on 3rd and 10. And when I get it to 3rd and 4th downs, I do not mess around with. Okay, that's kind of like where I'm like, okay, I'm done even trying to play conservative, trying to play more clock management-wise. I'm trying to pick up. You know, I need to get this first down. I don't want to go to 4th down. 4th down, fluke could happen. I get stopped, and now I lose, right? PA boot over again. He's having a lot of issue with this play. We end up having X over top. Yes, sir, first down. No. Why? Because I just suck at the game, and I guess I can't make that throw. Again, the Civ dog getting a little bit unlucky, a little bit frustrated I am right now. And if you're a part of this stream, you guys know I was screaming at this point. Very angry. 4th and 10 for literally the entire game. If I don't get this, I probably lose, right? Go back to pretty much the same play. He can't stop it. He has no hopes of stopping it. So we're just going to go right back to it. No reason not to. End up being able to break it in again. We're going to have RB. This time, super tough throw. Thank God I got that. Super tough throw. I'm on tilt right now. I'm very angry. But thank you, Russ. He ends up calling his timeout. Okay. Like, I'm to the point where if I score, it'll be under 30 seconds. And I just have to hold him from getting 3. So I'm actually happy he called that timeout. It saves me from having to call one of mine, I guess. We flip our bunch, going to the right side. I actually think I might flip it back. Shout out to Trav for joining the old Civ wave. Flipping it back to the left side right here. Going back to PA boot over. And you see, early in the game, I wasn't really running much, like, really stop boot over. But as the game went on, I did. He just didn't have an answer. Right there, a little scamper for 1 yard. I have 12 rushes for 70 yards with Russell Wilson. I like to utilize my quarterback's legs on these plays. I think it's so useful. You know, such a major thing they have to account for. You see me attacking the edges really well with whoever I have at quarterback. Right here is just Russell. A little flip-a-rooski. I think I might actually just flip back, most likely. I'm just trying to get his defense a little bit misaligned or a little bit messed up adjustable-wise. Actually, I'm going to snap it right here. End up being able to break that contain. We have X. And we missed the throw to X. Definitely frustrating. I should have first down. Now I'm on a 3rd and 8, and I'm like, geez. Okay. Well, 3rd and 8s are scary, right? 2 downs away from getting stopped. Right here, same thing. Yeah, I love this play. This is a new play in the ebook as well. We're going to roll out again. Breaking that contain is just an easy way to break contain. We're going to then have the ability to roll up. Boom. I think I have the first down. I thought I did. They call it 4th and inches. Look at where the ball is. Look at where the ball is. The ball is literally entirely past the marker. And now I have to call a play that could lose me the game. I just quick snap boot over. I say, hey, stop me for 1 yard. Stop me for 1 yard. He does. Great user rush by him. I have Y wide open. Why? Because he had no idea what he was doing on defense. Literally, shout out to Jerry Rice, though, for beating man coverage right here. But, I mean, good user rush by him, too. Good way to user rush me right there. It was good, but shout out to Jerry Rice for beating that man coverage. I was hoping that stayed in bounds. I want to milk a little bit more off. 16 seconds left, though. I'm going to go back to that pistol stuff I showed you guys earlier, and we're going to be able to score a touchdown. And you see me just a very frustrated Civ dog. Up 3-14 left. Now, I should have squib kick. I tried sky kicking. I kicked it too deep, and he let it go into the end zone. I was a little frustrated by that. I should have just squib kicked probably. 14 seconds left, though. Defend the deep corner. Defend the deep crosser. He has 2 timeouts, but I don't think he can really get in field goal range as long as he can't throw either of those. I'm wrong. Great dot. Great dot by Pavan. Watch this right here. This is pretty high level. Watch. I'll pause it right when it happens. Look at this. Look at the circle underneath the halfback. That's a playmaker. Watch a little. Watch. He kind of see this little jerk right here. That's because he's playmaker. Ends up getting it. He's in field goal range. We go into OT now. He's gonna make this field goal. Not only did he make the field goal, he gets ball to begin half or to begin the overtime period. Now I do feel good on defense for the most part, but I'd obviously rather have the ball. I'm frustrated. I feel like really the only bad thing I've done at this point in the game is literally letting that up right there, which to be fair, is an extremely hard thing to defend. Like, that play right there for a chunk play is extremely hard to defend. You have to use that crosser. And I didn't see the halfback streak game playmaker coming. Ends up calling. Well, I got upset with Pavan here. He ends up running the ball quite a bit on this drive. I'm honestly going to skip past some of it because it's kind of frustrating. He just ends up running the ball. I don't like that. I like taking more ownership. He ends up going for the bomb right here. We end up defending it pretty well. He gets out of bounds. I don't like the running because it's more just like the hand of the ball is more like hoping in overtime. Like, oh, I got lucky to even be in this situation by picking up multiple fumbles, Civil missing multiple throws, dropping picks, etc., etc. And it's like, okay, well, I hope I just break a run. And that's probably me being salty. Probably is. But that's frustrating. He has 13 handoffs, which is just like, come on, like you're one of the best. You're supposed to be one of the best passers in the world. Beat me by passing. Again, a game for $15,000 prize pool. I can't blame him. Just I don't know, frustrating to see. Regardless, end up setting 3, get a crazy rush right here. Ends up breaking my contain. Can't play any better defense than that right there. Luke Kuechly right here is going to get a great contain. We come free off this left edge. Kuechly at the contain on the right. Just got to make that. Just have to get that. Ends up scrambling. 3rd and 1. Picks it up for a first down. Great job by him. He just go 1st and 10. A little flipperooski. And we're going to watch this play right here. He has bunch tight end. Bunch left. He's going to look for a little possible roll up the middle. Again, nothing. Gets sacked for a gain of 0. That's a possible fumble right there, too. And touchdown wins this game. Obviously, that's how overtime rules are. Trying to defend against bunch tight end. He ends up playmaker in this drag up. He launches it into... That's a maxed out Richard Sherman. He has deep zone KO. Not really much more I can do about that. Regardless, I feel like that was a great game. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. I'll see you all in the next one. And if you guys didn't already know, every single scheme you see me run in my videos are all over on my website, civil.gg, and each play has videos, written setups, and pictures to ensure you're doing everything the correct way. The link to the website is at the top of the description. You use my code CIVIL for 25% off. I'll see you guys in there.